Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk with Hannah. I'm so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're listening for the very first time or you've been with us for a while, thank you so much for showing up. It really means a lot to us.
Hey, great to be back. I was actually thinking about this episode on my way here this morning, and I got a little emotional. I'm not even joking.
Oh, same. This one is personal for both of us. Today, we're not talking about grammar rules or vocabulary lists. We're doing something a little different.
That's right. Today, we're talking about motivation. Specifically, 5 real, honest reasons why you should never give up on learning English, even when it's hard, even when you feel stuck, even when you feel like you've been studying forever and nothing is changing.
Because we know that feeling is real. We've both been there, struggling to find the right words, feeling embarrassed to speak, wondering if it's even worth it.
And we want to tell you it absolutely is worth it. So by the end of this episode, we hope you feel more motivated, more confident, and ready to keep going.
Here's a question for you right now. Write this in the comments. What is the biggest reason you want to learn English? Is it for work, travel, to watch movies without subtitles? Tell us, we'd love to know.
We're going to share some of your answers in a future episode, so don't be shy. And while you're down there, please like this video and subscribe to Simple English Talks so you never miss an episode like this one.
Okay, let's get into it. I am so ready for this conversation.
Me too. Let's go. Starting with reason number 1.
Okay, reason number 1. English opens doors that are literally closed to other people. And I don't mean that in a dramatic way, I mean it in the most practical, everyday way possible.
Yes. Think about this. About 1.5 billion people speak English around the world. That means when you speak English, you suddenly have access to conversations, friendships, jobs, and opportunities that people who don't speak English simply can't reach.
When I first moved to a new city where I had to use English every day, I remember feeling so scared at first. But then I had this small moment. I helped a tourist find the train station in English, and they were so grateful. And I thought, wow, I just connected with someone from the other side of the world because of English.
That's such a beautiful moment. And that's what English does. It connects you to the world, not just to one country, not just to one culture, to the whole world.
And think about your career. So many international companies, remote jobs, online businesses, they all use English as their working language. If you speak English confidently, you immediately have more options, more interviews, more promotions, more chances.
I want to ask you something. Have you ever missed an opportunity because of English? Maybe a job application you didn't complete or a conversation you walked away from? Write that in the comments below, because I think a lot of people have had that experience and it's important to talk about it.
Now, here's reason number 2, and this one is really interesting. Learning English actually makes you smarter. I'm serious.
Okay, explain that, because that sounds like something a teacher would say to make us feel better.
No, it's actually backed by science. When you learn a second language, your brain creates new connections. You become better at problem solving, better at multitasking, and studies have even shown that bilingual people show signs of stronger memory as they get older.
So you're saying learning English is basically a workout for your brain?
Exactly. Every time you try to remember a word, or figure out the right grammar, or understand a new phrase, your brain is working hard. And like any muscle, the more you work it, the stronger it gets.
I love that. And you know what else? When you learn English, you often start understanding your own language better too. You notice grammar patterns, word structures, things you never thought about before.
So true. I started noticing so much more about how language works in general once I started learning English seriously.
Okay, so we have reason 1, English opens doors to a bigger world. And reason 2, learning English literally makes your brain stronger. Can you think of a time when studying English felt like a challenge, but you got through it? Tell us in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else.
Yes, share your story. We're building a community here, and your experience matters.
So let's keep going, because reasons 3 and 4 are where things get really exciting. These are the ones that I personally connect with the most.
Oh, I know exactly which one you're going to say.
You probably do. Let's find out if you're right, coming up in the next section.
All right, reason number 3, and this one is close to my heart. English gives you access to an enormous world of stories, knowledge, and culture, like an almost unbelievable amount of it.
Oh yes, think about this.
The majority of content on the internet is in English. YouTube videos, podcasts, articles, books, research papers, movies, TV shows. So much of it is first created in English.
When you can understand English well, you don't have to wait for translations. You don't miss the jokes. You don't miss the tone. You get the full experience.
I remember when I first watched my first full English movie without subtitles. I didn't understand every single word, but I understood enough, and the feeling was incredible, like a window had opened.
That feeling, yes, it's like suddenly you realize, oh, I can actually do this. And once you have that experience, you never want to go back.
And it's not just movies. Think about books. Some of the most famous books in history were written in English. If you can read them in their original language, you get something that no translation can fully capture.
Even things like music, when you understand the lyrics to your favorite English songs, really understand them, it changes the whole experience.
Okay, here's a fun one for the comments. Tell us, what's your favorite English song, movie, or TV show? And have you ever understood something in it that you missed before because of your English? We'd love to hear it.
Now, reason number 4, and this one is personal. I think this is the one you were going to predict.
Is it about confidence?
It is about confidence. Every time you speak English, even imperfectly, even nervously, you are building confidence, not just in English, in yourself.
This is so true. There's something about learning a language that challenges you in a very specific way. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be willing to make mistakes in front of people. And when you do it anyway, when you try anyway, something in you grows.
I've seen this with so many learners. They start out so quiet, so unsure, and then months later, they're raising their hand, answering questions, starting conversations. And it's not just their English that changed, their whole energy changed.
Here's a way to think about it. First, you feel scared. Second, you try anyway. Third, something goes a little wrong or a little right, and you survive either way. And fourth, you realize the fear was smaller than you thought.
That cycle repeats every time you practice English, and every time you go through it, you come out a little stronger on the other side.
So I want you to try something right now. Say this out loud, wherever you are. I am learning English and I am proud of myself. Say it out loud because you should be proud.
Did you say it? Right, I said it in the comments if you did, because I want to give you a little cheer.
Okay, so we've covered 4 reasons so far. English opens the world to you. It makes your brain stronger. It gives you access to incredible culture and knowledge. And it builds your confidence in a way that goes beyond just language.
And reason number 5, we've saved it for the next section, because honestly, it might be the most important one of all.
It's my favorite reason. Let's get into it.
Reason number 5, are you ready? Here it is. You have already come so far, and that is a reason all by itself to never stop.
Oh, I love this one, because sometimes people feel like they need a big external reason to keep going. A job, a trip, a test. But actually, the journey itself is the reason.
Think about where you started. Maybe you didn't know any English at all, or maybe you knew a little bit, but you were too scared to use it. And look at you now. You're listening to an English podcast. You're understanding most of what we're saying. That is not nothing. That is everything.
Let's talk about this honestly for a second. Learning English is hard. It takes time. There will be days where you feel like you're going backwards, where words you knew last week seem to disappear, where you try to have a conversation and nothing comes out right.
Those days are real. We're not going to pretend they're not. But here's what's also true. Those days are part of the process, not proof that you're failing.
Think about riding a bike. You fell. You got back up. You didn't decide, okay, bikes are not for me. I'll walk forever. You got back up and you tried again.
English is the same. Every mistake is a moment of learning. Every confusing sentence is your brain trying to figure something out. And every time you try, every single time, you are making progress, even if you can't see it yet.
Here's something I think is really important to say. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to sound like a native speaker. You don't have to know every word in the dictionary. Your goal is communication, connection, and you can absolutely do that.
I want to share something practical here. If you ever feel like giving up, try these 3 things. First, go back and listen to something in English from when you were at a lower level. You'll be amazed how much easier it sounds now. Second, write down 3 things you can say in English today that you couldn't say before. Just 3. Third, find one English friend, one community, one podcast like this one where you feel comfortable and keep coming back.
Those three things can completely change how you feel on a hard day. And hard days don't mean failure. They mean you're still in the game.
You know, I think about the learners who write to us sometimes. People who say, I've been studying for 5 years and I still feel bad about my English. And I always want to say, 5 years? You've been showing up for 5 years. That is incredible dedication. Give yourself credit for that.
Exactly. The learner who shows up imperfectly for 5 years will always outperform the person who studied perfectly for 2 weeks and then quit.
Consistency beats perfection every time.
So here is your challenge right now. Tell us in the comments, how long have you been learning English? 1 month? 1 year? 10 years? We want to know, and we want you to be proud of that number, whatever it is.
Because every day you chose to learn, that was a choice, that was effort, that matters. You have come so far. And the best part, you're not done yet. The most exciting part of your English journey might be just ahead of you.
I believe that. I really do.
Okay, we've got all 5 reasons. Let's talk about some mistakes people make when they feel like giving up, because understanding these might just be the thing that keeps you going.
Okay, confession time. Both of us have made these mistakes, and honestly, when we realized we were making them, everything changed.
These aren't grammar mistakes. These are thinking mistakes, and they're incredibly common among English learners at every level.
Mistake number 1, comparing your progress to other people's highlight reel. You see someone online speaking perfect English fluently, confidently, and you think, I will never be like that. But what you don't see is the years of mistakes, embarrassing moments, and hard work that happened before that video.
Right. Nobody posts the moment they froze up in a conversation and went completely blank. Nobody posts the time they said something totally wrong and everyone looked confused. But those moments happen to everyone, even to people who look incredibly fluent now.
Mistake number 2, waiting until you're ready to speak. So many learners say, I'll start speaking when my English is good enough. But here's the thing, your English gets good enough by speaking, not before.
Think about it this way. Would you say, I'll start swimming when I know how to swim? No, you get in the water, you flail around a bit, you figure it out. Language is the same. You have to use it to improve it.
Mistake number 3, measuring progress by how you feel instead of what you can do. On a bad day, you might feel like your English is terrible, but that feeling isn't the same as reality.
On a good day, you feel great and speak easily, but your actual ability didn't change between those 2 days. Your mood did.
So don't use your feelings as your measuring stick. Use facts. Can you understand more than you could 6 months ago? Can you express something that used to take 3 minutes to explain in a much shorter time? Those are real signs of progress.
And mistake number 4, thinking fluency is the end goal. Some learners feel like there's this finish line called fluency, and once they reach it, they can stop. But language is alive. Even native speakers are always learning new words, new expressions, new ways to say things.
The goal isn't to finish. The goal is to keep growing. And the more you accept that, the more you start to actually enjoy the process instead of just waiting for it to be over.
These mistakes are all so relatable. I've thought every single one of these things at some point.
Me too, and recognizing them is the first step to moving past them. So if you caught yourself thinking any of these, that's okay. Now you know, and knowing changes everything.
You're not behind, you're not too slow, you're exactly where you need to be on your own journey.
And that journey is so worth it. Now let's do a little practice together, because talking about English is great, but using it is even better.
Okay, this is one of my favorite parts of every episode, our interactive practice. Here's how it works. I'm going to give you a situation and you choose the best response. Ready?
Say your answers out loud, not in your head, not just in the comments. Actually say them out loud. It makes a huge difference.
Situation 1. You've been studying English for a year, but today you made a big mistake in a conversation. You have 2 choices. Choice A, that's it. I give up. I'm not good at English. Choice B, okay, that was hard, but I learned something. I'll try again. Which one do you choose?
I think we all know the answer, but let's say it clearly. Choice B, always. Mistakes are information. They show you exactly what to work on next.
Situation 2. A friend asks you to speak English with them, but you feel nervous and unprepared. Choice A, sorry, my English isn't good enough yet. Choice B, sure, I might make mistakes, but let's try. Which one?
Choice B, because the only way to get better is to actually do it. And your friend already knows you're learning. They're not expecting perfection.
Situation 3. You compare yourself to a fluent English speaker online and feel discouraged. Choice A. Think about all the things you can't do yet. Choice B. Think about one thing you can do in English today that you couldn't do before. Which mindset helps you more?
Choice B for sure. Focus on growth, not gaps. That shift in thinking is genuinely powerful.
Now, here's your challenge. Take one of those situations or make up your own and write your answer in the comments in English. A sentence or two is enough. We'll read through them.
And don't worry about making it perfect. Write it, hit send, and feel good about the fact that you tried. That's what matters.
You can also try these in real-life conversations. Next time you feel like giving up, choose the B option. Choose to keep going.
Real conversation isn't about perfect sentences. It's about real connection, and you are absolutely capable of that.
Okay, we made it to the end, and honestly, I feel so good right now. I hope you do too.
Let's do a quick recap of everything we talked about today. Reason 1, English opens doors to a bigger world and more opportunities. Reason 2, learning English strengthens your brain. Reason 3, English gives you access to an enormous world of stories, culture, and knowledge. Reason 4, every time you practice, you build real confidence that goes beyond just language. And reason 5, you've already come so far, and that journey itself is a reason to keep going.
5 reasons, all of them real, all of them yours.
And we talked about some common thinking mistakes, comparing yourself to others, waiting until you're ready to speak, measuring progress by feelings, and thinking fluency is a destination. Let those go.
You are a language learner. That makes you someone who is brave enough to step into discomfort, patient enough to keep showing up, and curious enough to keep asking questions. That is genuinely something to be proud of.
Here's a question to sit with after this episode. What would your English life look like 1 year from now if you never gave up, not even on the hard days?
Think about that. Write it down somewhere. Put it somewhere you can see it. Let it motivate you when things get tough.
And here's what we'd love from you right now. Like this video, share it with a friend who needs to hear this today, and leave us a comment with one reason why you are not giving up on English. Let's fill the comments with motivation.
Subscribe to Simple English Talks so you never miss a new episode. We put so much love into every single one, and we really do it for you, for every learner who shows up and keeps trying.
You've got this. We genuinely believe in you. Thank you for spending this time with us today, and we'll see you next time.